Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, YouTube. I am here, the game engineer, to bring you the next edition of Pack Crack. And we've got a fun one today. The new set, of course, is Spider-Man. So, what better way to kick it off than with a little bit of Excelsior? All right, let's get into it and see what we have. So, Spider-Man is a little bit smaller than a full set. It does not have uh, it does not have commander decks. There's only the play booster boxes, the pre-release, the bundle, and collector boosters, and then there is also a kind of a special display set that you can buy. So that's what it will look like. I'm not going to open this one today, but uh, yeah. So little 6-piece collage thing. Yeah, it's a good looking thing, similar to what they had in Lord of the Rings. Okay, let's see what we have here. Maybe we start out with the pre-release. So here we are. Pre-release, we've got, of course, iconic Spider-Man costume on the front. On the back, we got the back of Spider-Man. Uh, nothing too notable about it other than that, from what I can tell. On the little pull here, we have some webbing. Um, and of course, we are going to see words like friendly, amazing, spectacular, and all the other words that used to describe different editions of Spider-Man. So we've got a couple Spider-Man kind of themed Planeswalker, got a few counters. Art looks pretty nice. We've got, see if I can get it in focus for you. We've got Spidey swinging through an explosion. Here, let's see if there's something on the inside. Yeah, so he's fighting Green Goblin. I don't know if you can see it in there. I guess the backside of these have some Spidey counters. I don't know if that's used for anything in the mechanics. I'll have to take a look. Box has set symbol. Got some Spidey on the back. Some comic panels kind of dotting it. All right, pretty plain looking dice. This, my guess, is probably the not unique one. There's usually a 1 in 10 or 1 in 21 that looks a little bit different. Of course, your 6 boosters, and got a divider and promo card. We'll save that one for last. Okay, let's get after it. So I did actually open some packs yesterday, just a handful of singles. First pack, hit it big with the Soul Stone, so I was pretty excited about that. But let's see here. We got Spider Rex. We got a little arch nemesis bombardment there. Secret Identity. Shocker. Living Brain. Parker Luck. Scorpion. University Campus. So nothing too notable in that one. I think this is a little bit of a smaller set, so we are likely going to see a bit more duplication. But here we have Wraith, Hide on the Ceiling. We got Spider piloted by Penny. And there is the Spider-Man lands. Actually look fairly cool. You know, they have the color scheme. I guess I don't really see the swamp other than the color there, but yeah, and then there is a special set of oil slick lands that I don't know if they're already for sale or not, but they were a secret layer. They look very similar to what came with the complete edition of Phyrexia All Will Be One. They have a little more of the color on them, which is kind of nice. But otherwise very similar. There's Prowler. That was you know, another common villain, especially I believe the bad guy in Into the Spider-Verse, the uncle of Miles Morales. There's another Spider by Penny, Peter Parker's camera. Well, it's looking like we might get a couple rares in this one, so we got to throw it on up. So Peter Parker's camera. We got Black Cat in the kind of comic panel treatment. And we have a bioorganic carapace. Oh, there's another view of the Spider-Man meme. There is also a card that is basically just the meme itself. All right. Daily Bugle. Shadow of the Goblin. We got Symbiote Spider-Man and a foil Spider-Man Noir. What do we have here? Surveil Land. That's right, they do have Surveil Lands in here. And I believe they have Fabled Passage as well. Actually, I know they have it because I pulled one yesterday. Although they call it, what is it, Cosmic Passage or Multiversal Passage, something like that. The Whip, The Sound of Shooting Webbing, Spider-Gwen, Guy in a Chair. I don't know if that's supposed to be his, yeah, it must be Spider-Man's little buddy. Spider Manifestation. Hydro-Man. Is that what his name was? Hydro-Man? No, I'm thinking Sandman. I don't remember Hydro-Man at all. Foil island there. Looks kind of cool. Doc Ock, of course, one of the iconic villains of Spider-Man. There's, who's that supposed to be? Norman Osborn or the Green Goblin? We got the Vulture. Molten Man, I don't remember that one. That one must be a little more obscure. Doc Ock's Tentacles. Oh, there's another ominous asylum, another surveil land. All right, that brings us to the end of it. And what do we have for a promo? Ultimate Green Goblin. All right. That's a, oh, that's like a very demonic looking Green Goblin. Created treasure token. So three converted mana cost. 5/4 mayhem. Cast from your graveyard. Okay, that's not a bad card. All right. Maybe now we move on to, oh, let's take a look at the back of this one. I guess there was some art on here. So we have, of course, iconic Green Goblin in traditional garb on his little glider. Okay. So we'll move this guy out of the way maybe. Set that over there. And maybe let's get after this bundle. So bundle, of course, showing Venom, the anti-hero of the spider world. Originally a villain, but kind of more of an anti-hero more recently. Nothing too crazy about this. Of course, it's going to come with the lands, going to come with the oversized spin down. And we are going to get a special alt art that looks like of radioactive spider, if you can see that. And a bunch of packs, of course. 10 packs, up from, I feel like some of them were only 9. So we're moving in the right direction and giving out more packs. That's good. And usually there is a poster in here. Let's see what we got. We got Daily Bugle. That webbed menace has finally gone too far. And some Venom. Very nice. All right. Let's try to close this up a little. And then check out the box. We got Spider-Man. On the other side, we got Venom. Very cool art. Let's see. Let's give credit where it's due here. It is Jesper or Tan Tuan and Jesper Yessing. So yeah, good job. On both sides, they're both good. Of course, in here we do have our standard packs. Lay these out here. Five. Didn't this say 10 packs? Oh no. 9. Oh, never mind. There were 9 packs. 10 foil cards. I see. All right. Well, I guess they didn't move in the right direction. But here is the spin down. It does have the symbol. Kind of a weird swirly red color. The interior painting, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of weird because it's slightly silver. And so it actually doesn't look super nice. I would have gone with just a solid color in these instead of like a weird silver, like a silver mixed with pigment. I don't know if it's quite showing up. It's unpleasant to look at, actually. So you go in the box. Let's take a look in here. You can see our radioactive spider. I'll go through these real quick. I'm sure we'll see them over the course of the opening, but I'll take a quick look through these. So there's our radioactive spider. That's our alt art. And what does that get us? 1 green, reach death touch, forceful bite. Search your library for a hero, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle. Okay. So there's plains, island, swamp, mountain, forest, and then the neighborhood cards. Say that the webbing ones they're okay. These ones, they're just fine. All right, let's see what else is on here. So we got Spider-Man, same picture from the box. Another Venom from the box, some counters, Spidey counters, slightly different version of this webbing. There's a black and a red. So pretty much what you'd expect. So back to the packs. Back to the packs. Okay, let's just cruise through the bulk. Robotics Mastery. We got Gwenom, the Remorseless. This is one of the bigger ones. I want to say this is the 3rd or 4th most expensive card right now. And so let's throw it up for a mythic. Boom. And I might even have, let's see what we can grab a current price on that. So yeah, second highest card. We're looking at, depending on the card number, 54 or 56. That's a $15 card right now. The full art is clocking in at 50. Of course, it's, opening weekend, those are going to drop. So, but still, that's maybe the card to beat. I guess I didn't check on any of these other ones, but Craven. That movie came out earlier this year, and it was not great. Oh, there we go. Pulled out another radioactive spider. This is the regular art for it. Okay. Yes, Sandman's Quicksand. Terrific team up. Supportive parents. Black Cat. We got Vulture. We got a nice looking spider there. Mysterio. So I know if you've been following this set at all, there's a lot of concerns that it's going to be a underperforming set in terms of expected value, which is probably true. So we got a triple rare here. Strength of Will, Ultimate Green Goblin, Electro Assault. I think the Soul Stone may have, some applicability to future Marvel sets. I assume at some point they're going to have some effect that interacts with the Infinity Gauntlet. And it'll be interesting to see if they can make that not super broken and OP. But, it's Morbin time. Check it out. Silver Sable, Scarlet Spider, Lady Octopus, Rocket Powered Glider. Is that a vehicle? No, it's equipment. Interesting. Swarm of, oh, I was going to say Swarm of Bees. What is this? The Simpsons? Surveil Land. Oh, didn't realize that was a Surveil Land. I think I went through that in one of the first packs. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, Surveil Lands. Surveil Lands aren't anything to scoff at. Quite useful, in fact. Got a Bagel and Schmear. Tombstone. Rhino. Web Shooters. Mary Jane. There we go. In sort of a classic panel treatment. We got Spider. We got a Savage Mansion. Surveil. Surveils are flowing pretty freely in here. I guess that might be the only real unique land they have in here, so maybe they gotta be a little more liberal with them. Let's see. Morbin time again. Like I said, we're gonna see quite a few duplicates. Because it's not a huge list. I want to say it might only be about 180, maybe 200 unique cards. So it's a little bit smaller than, I think, mini full sets. Oh, Madam Web. That was Madam Web, that movie that came out, I think it was last year, might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. If you ever are offered a chance to watch it, politely decline. We got a Clone Saga Black Cat here. Going through the bulk. We got Sean in chat. Welcome, Sean. Are you a Spider-Man fan? Oh, here we go. Rocking out some Mythic. We got Eddie Brock. Double-sider here. Eddie Brock. We got 3 converted mana cost. Return target creature with mana value 1 or less from graveyard. And then we got Venom, Lethal Protector. Menace Trample Haste. Little spendy, but 5/5 with a bunch of riders. Yeah, that might do something. Put her up there. Got a foil Surveil Land. Not bad. We got some love for Spider-Man going on, it sounds like. Let me make sure. Oh, we got a Sinister Hideout over here. Okay, well that gets us through those packs. So really, we pulled a couple notables here. Set them over here where I can still kind of see them, and then we'll move on to the big box. Let's open real quick. All right, so big box Spider-Man. That's pretty much all that's on here. But we do have inside here, of course, the little poster thing. which does have Green Goblin on it. And tells us a little bit about some of the archetypes in the set. Set that right there. Pull out a stack and get after it. This box was definitely packaged somewhere else because it is made out of unobtainium, apparently. Require both hands for me to get this one out. Okay, Sinister Hideout. We're flush with surveil lands here. We got Aranya. So apparently, not familiar with this one from the comics, but some sort of special treatment going on here. Clearly, I guess based on the name, maybe some Latin American spider hero. Guess we'll put you up here. You're leading the pack at the moment. But what else do we have in here? Web Warriors. And there can also be, so there's a supplemental set called, what is it called? It is called, I guess, Marvel Universe, very original, of, they look like old school comic panels for the most part. I pulled one last night, the Opposition Agent, which is one of the better ones. It looks like kind of a Punisher mixed with Spider-Man, so it's kind of a cool card. Oh my gosh, these ones are. Oh, this is gonna take some effort. Gonna take some effort. Man, we're getting surveils like every single pack here. All right. Just some bulk rares. We got Spider Slayer, Spider Bot, Doc Ock, Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. They must be digging deep in the comics on that one. We got the Inner Demons, the kind of the Yakuza gang, which is, I believe, also, yeah, it works for Mr. Negative. We got the hot dog. There it is, folks. We've gotten the bagel and schmear, and we've gotten the hot dog. The trifecta. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this opening might go long just based on how hard it is to open these packs. They're strong. Look at this. It's crazy. They're just giving away surveil lands. Spider Punk. Riot. Ooh, damage can't be prevented. That's interesting. Spells can't be countered. Other spiders you control have riot. Spells and abilities can't be countered. Damage can't be prevented. Huh. That seems super good. Right, we got Spider-Gwen Free Spirit and J. Jonah Jameson. Those photos are garbage, Parker. All right. We got Morbid Time. We'll surveil. Foil Madam Web. We got the Scarlet Spider. We have a spider suit. Little equipment gets you 2/2. And you gain a spider hero type. Interesting. Is spider hero one type, a 2-word type, or is it 2 separate types of spider and hero? Kind of makes it sound like it's 2-word type. What say you, Sean? Can you find the answer? Is spider hero one 2-word type or 2 types? Strength of Will, Spider-Man India. Oh, we got Byron in chat. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if you missed anything too crazy. Here, let's see what this was. I think the good stuff. So we did get a Gwenom and a Venom Lethal Protector. So those are probably the 2 of the most notables. We've been pulling surveils like they're going out of business. I think I've pulled like, I don't know, 10 or 15 of them already. Here we go. Another surveil. Bam. Right. We got another Peter Parker's camera. Vulture. Venom. Kind of a cool art. We got the Beetle. You know, I'm going to be devastated if there's not an upside down kiss somewhere. Gotta move these over a little bit. Need some more space for a second pile. Byron is saying that Hero will be brought back for other types or other sets. Yeah, I mean, that's, I think, a done deal, right? They're probably gonna have like at least 3 or 4 Marvel sets over the next while. You know, they're doing only Spider-Man now. Jackal. Flash Thompson. Spider Slayer. Hobgoblin. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have 3 or 4 sets over the next, you know, however many years. Because I mean, how could you not have like a full X-Men set? How could you not have maybe a Fantastic Four set? Marvel has not been particularly successful with any sort of card game, so maybe it just makes sense to do it via Magic. Silk, we got Web Weaver. So we're Oscorp. Is this a triome of some kind? Maybe not a full triome, but some sort of notable triome-ish land. Oh, I got the hot dog, the pigeon, and the bagel already. We got the triple threat. Look at this. Like, are they just making surveils like the new basic land? You got Spider-Man 2099, Madam Web, Shriek, Doc Ock. All right, we got to take these off here. Move to the next stack. Haven't seen a soulstone yet from this pull, but I did pull one last night. Not the fancy shiny one or the Thanos one, but the more surveils. I'm like I literally must have 20 surveils pulled. Spinneret. Okay, so there's more spider people here. And I guess we gotta throw it up. I'm remiss in my duties here. We got Rhino, Spider Bite. That one is a little more obscure. B, which card is good? There's sort of like I think there's a couple second delay, so I don't know which one you're talking about. Hide on the ceiling. Full art of Spider-Gwen Web Warrior. That's a nice looking card. Kind of gives me the vibes of Into the Multiverse. Surveils. Wizard. Connor's Curse. Crimson Carnage. There you go. Carnage, Crimson Chaos, rather. Tombstone. Triumph card. Oh, you can play it from your graveyard. That is nice. I wonder if that's the only Triumph card in this set, or if there's like a cycle. Sinister Hideout. I don't know if I'm getting lucky with these surveils, like, or if everybody is pulling surveils like they're going out of business. More Loon. Devour the Inheritor stalk spiders across the world. Okay. So that's related more to the multiversal stuff. Vulture, Aranya, different art of Aranya. Friendly Neighborhood, Enchantland. Surveil. Every pack. Been retrieved. Oh, no, so it's a cycle. They don't all have Mayhem, though. So this one enters tapped. Green, white, blue. Return a tap creature you control to its owner's hand. Put this card from your hand into the battlefield. Okay, yeah. Triumphs are fairly solid. Spider Sense. Daily Bugle. Add 1 mana of any color, or add a colorless. Target legendary creature gains a menace. Okay. There's your pigeon and hot dog and a bagel all on one card. Surveil land. Goblin. Aunt May, there you go. Aunt May, your Bagel and Schmear. My goodness. Oof. This is apparently a pack that's put together with Peter Parker's webbing because it is a very, very strong. Stereo Gwen Stacy coming in Mythic there. Coming in Mythic. Double Cider, no less. So Spider Ghost on one side. Flying Vigilance Haste. We got Chameleon, Portal, Hobgoblin, and a bunch of bulk. We got Sandman, the Shifting Scoundrel. Hot Dog Cart. So I'm feeling like I got pretty lucky on pulling that Soulstone pack 1 yesterday. Haven't seen any more Soulstones. Gonna have to get rid of some of these surveils. There's so many of them. We got Wall Crawl, Wraith, Shriek. A lot of these people are probably only familiar with from Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, last stack, and then on to these bad boys. See if we get any good stuff from these collector boosters. Surveil. Maximum Carnage, cool, cool. So we're looking at nice little rare there in the kind of the panel treatment. Vulture. Whoop. Radioactive Spider. Oh, that's kind of cool. Kapow. Foil Surveil. Craven the Hunter. Rhino, Scorpion. Pretty much have the whole Sinister Six in that one. Byron, did you get the Marvel Secret Layers? Got Electro. Don't know if we've seen him to date. We can go up here for right now. Got Spider Noir. Yeah, because there was the Black Panther, Secret Lair, and there was it a Wolverine? I don't remember if it was just Wolverine or um, if it was more than more of that of the X-Men. And then Deadpool. I do have the Deadpool one. Doc Ock, Superior Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to come out with a full Surveil. They're going to come out with a full set. Got Symbiote, a full set of X-Men. There's just no way they can't. Be interesting if they did it sort of like a Lorwyn type of set. You know, Lorwyn, Shadowmoor kind of thing. Maybe they could do a hero set and a villain set. You got the Deadpool one. Did you get lucky? Did you pull Blacker Lotus? Oh, multiversal passage. There we go. The anything Shockland. Pretty good. Villainous Wraith. Great power comes great responsibility. Scarlet Spider. Okay, 2 packs. Then we get on to the end game here. The play boosters, normal price. The collector boosters, they come at a hefty premium. The Urban Retreat, here's another Triome. Doc Ock's Tentacles, +4/+4. Expensive equip cost, but okay, last play booster. No Black Lotus, yeah. I bought a Blacker Lotus many years ago just to have to complete sort of my Lotus collection. And of course, end on a Surveil. Parker Luck, Arcani, Psionic Weaver. Huh. I guess that's another one I don't know anything about, but we'll throw it up. That's the first one we've seen of her. And that's probably all we got in that pack. So on to the big stuff. Okay. See what we get from these bad boys. These ones, like I said, do fetch a hefty premium. The boxes we're selling retail, I think like $40-50 in most stores. Some I went to the other day were selling them 65. Pretty crazy if you ask me. I got a better deal than that on these from my friendly local game store. The Masked Meower, Lurkin Lizards, Spider Girl, Wall Crawler, got Web Warriors full art. All right, now for the good stuff. So foil, okay, check it out. Nice foil multiversal passage. Throw it up, boom. And it's almost got like a texture to it. I don't know if that's intentional. We got a nice full art of that Oscorp Industries Triome. Boom. That one looks actually even cooler. We got Origin of Spider-Man in the panel. Boom. We got Hunter's Insight, full art. Okay. And we got another of those foil triomes. So, not bad. Not, I don't think amazing, but all right. Numero dos. Foil Surveil. All right, we got a Mary Jane in a foil treatment. Carapace. We got a special edition of the Lethal Venom, Lethal Protector Venom. So that's notable. Is that a mythic? That is a mythic. Let's throw it up there. We also got another mythic, Mystic Confluence. This is from, I believe, the Marvel Universe set. So nice, nice. And we got Spider-Punk full art, and we even got a signed Spidey art card. Cool. All right, what do we got? Forest. We got Doc Ock. And is that, it's actually a mythic. Master Planner. Other villains you get +2/+2. Maximum hand size is 8. Okay, +1 card. Beginning of your end step, you have fewer than 8 cards. Draw cards equal to the difference. Nice. Really? That Spider-Punk one is? Oh yeah, because it's got yeah, that Spider-Punk card's actually pretty good. So we got Doc Ock. That lets you draw a lot of cards. Really expensive though. We got another Oscorp. We got Pumpkin Bombs. We got Rest in Peace, Uncle Ben. Exile all graveyards. Oof. And we have Superior Spider-Man. Yeah, we'll see if those prices hold. You know, it is opening weekend. A lot of these prices are overinflated. So we'll see if they stay that high. I have a feeling they'll drop quite a bit. All right. Mountain. We got Silk, Web Weaver. We got The Spot, Living Portal. We got a rocket-powered glider. We got another Mystic Confluence. And we got, oh, we got a special treatment here. A spectacular Spider-Man in like a raised foil. Oh, that's a nice little end to the stream. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's kind of a raised foil. That one's kind of cool. This one has flash as well. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible. Yeah. And then you got a little bit of meme on the copy. So, not too bad, not too bad. You know, am I gonna buy a lot more of this set? Nah, probably not. But you know, brings back some fond memories. Used to love Marvel, Marvel comics when I was a kid, so seeing a little bit of Spidey never hurts. But yeah, folks, I think that's it. We've tapped out here, and so I gotta get to the task of starting to sleeve and collate and get these stored away nice and safe. So as always, thank you for stopping in. Thanks, Sean and Byron, for jumping on, and we will talk to you guys next time.